Big and bulky home delivery is in need of a major overhaul. Well, joining us today to speak about that, Shobhit Elhance, Vice President of Business Development at Loginext. Shobhit, it's great to see you. Welcome.
Thanks, Russell. Thanks for having me here.
Shobhit, I think we need to turn to the pain points that we see in the big and bulky delivery space. Question just what's going on there and what's driving the need to make some big changes there. So, what are those pain points? Walk us through that.
Russell, so pain points are very similar when we talk about the big and bulky or the small orders or the parcels, because we are in a space where we are giving or delivering something to the end customers. End customers, the biggest challenges the company is facing and the end customers are facing is the delivery fees. Because when we order something large, big, and bulky, the delivery cost is very high. Second challenge is what I could see, they do not have the visibility, even the dispatcher or the shipper or the end customer, they do not have the complete visibility on the orders, because majority of the orders or the big and bulky orders are dispatched through third party carriers, not by their own fleets. And the other pain point is the returns for the shippers or for the carriers. When there's any returns are there, they have to spend a lot of money in the return scheduling. And the another big point, what I would see is for the end customer, they do not have the opportunity to schedule the order or to reschedule the order, and they have to wait a long time to receive an order from the shipper. So these are the major pain points what I could see in this industry.
Okay, so if I am a carrier, right, and suppose among the viewers today you have some carriers, and they're hearing what you are saying, you've identified the pain points. Their question to you would be, fine, but how do I deal with these complexities without raising the costs and then passing that on to the consumer? Well, what would you tell them?
Absolutely, very valid question, because end customer, they do not want to pay more fees, more delivery fees. That is why they are ordering online, so that they can get a same order at the much cheaper price. And in such a competitive environment, carrier needs to keep the pricing very low. For this, because majority of the carrier, what I've seen, they are having some or the other technology in place. But to do not raise the cost, they need to have a very advanced technology, or they need to change their backend system, which help them in automating their deliveries, scheduling their deliveries in the most optimized way, so that they can have a dynamic routing to the end customers. At the same time, when they're delivering to the end customers, rather than giving one or two orders to couple of customers, they can have multiple orders in the same vehicle. So capacity optimization. So what is required for the carriers to adopt the right technology, which can help them automate their operations, give the visibility to the end customers, provide the ETA to the customers, at the same time have a real-time location for the end customer, what is the location of the end customers, so that they can plan the route by the system, and they can see where the order has to be delivered, in what sequences has to be delivered, in the most optimized fleet utilization.
That's a great drill down as to what the carrier can do. But I want to turn now to the shipper. And I guess my question to you, Shobhit, would be this. What role does the shipper play in this entire scenario or ecosystem, if you will? And really, when you think about it, how much of this is actually within the shipper's control? So what do you think about that?
So Russell, it depends now. There are different kind of shippers. Many of the shippers, they are having their own fleets. So if they're using their own fleets, it is completely in their control, right? If they are using some other technology, but it is not a sustainable model to have a big fleet size. So that is the reason majority of the shippers are using third-party carriers. And when they're using the carriers, they do not have the control on the carriers. Even what I have seen, shippers do not have the visibility on the orders, because carriers do not provide the visibility to the shippers, right? So in this scenario, we need to have an ecosystem where shippers can have the visibility and customers can have the visibility, so that we have a complete ecosystem right from origin of an order till the time it reaches to the end customer.
Very interesting to have an ecosystem then where all the parties can see what is going
Exactly.
on. Well, speaking of what's going on, I want to turn to Loginext itself. I want to talk about what it is that your company is doing in the big and bulky delivery space.
Right.
So walk us through that. Tell us a little something about the focus of Loginext and how you are helping your customers. What do you
Right.
say?
So Loginext is primarily a home delivery platform. We have seen this problem statement across the globe, especially in the big and bulky space. So we have designed a platform in a manner is a kind of ecosystem what we have created, right from shipper to the end customer, so that all the parties can have the access of an order right from origin till the time it reaches to the end customer. So we have created a platform where we can manage different carriers on the same platform. Shippers can manage their orders on the same platform. They can, in fact, evaluate the performance of different carriers. So they can see which are the good carriers for them and which are not the good carriers. So they can take a call or choice to keep the carrier or to discard the carrier. Even many of the carriers, they are having their own technology, right? So we have a platform where we can integrate with different carriers, so that at one single dashboard or a control tower what we create for the shippers, so that they can manage all the operations, write all the orders, even if the order is getting delivered by different carriers, not by one. And then the same platform has a like complete visibility area, so that shippers have the visibility, carrier has the visibility, and end customer get the tracking link, so they have the complete visibility that what time my order is going to come. And when we say what time, it is precisely a time like between 3 to 3:30 or 3 to 4 p.m. what day, so that end customer need not to wait for a whole day to receive a delivery. And it is very very important because we are in a customer centric space where competition is very high. Customer will only go to the shipper who places the free delivery or a very cheap, less amount of delivery, and give a full visibility to the end customer. So that's what we are trying to solve here, and we have done it. We have a lot of customers in this space where we have provided a complete ecosystem, complete giving a visibility right from shipper, carrier to the end customer.
Very, very important space, the big and bulky item delivery. Great to see what it is that Loginext itself is doing there. Thank you for finding the time to speak with us today. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Russell. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. Thank you.
That's Shobhit Elhance with Loginext and speaking with us today about the major reforms that need to be taking place in big and bulky delivery. Thanks for watching.